Hello everyone, welcome to Karma Education. This is the channel for UGC NET education subject and it has a target to cover whole syllabus of UGC NET education subject. After the discussion of Secondary Education Commission, Kothari Commission, National Policy on Education 1968, 86, 92, NCF 2005, NCFT 2009, in this video I am Konkona Pal going to talk about a very important mm, and newly added topic in the education net syllabus, that is National Knowledge Commission 2007. In the introduction, we can say that National Knowledge Commission was a high-level advisory body to the Prime Minister of then India. The advice was related with policy of education, research institutes, and about reformation of knowledge economy. It was constituted by Prime Minister of India, Dr. Manmohan Singh, on 13th June 2005. And the website of National Knowledge Commission was launched in February 2006. The Commission submitted around 300 recommendations on 27 focus areas during its 3.5-year term. National Knowledge Commission is abolished on July 2014 by the new government of India, which was elected in the summer of 2014. This is the list of the eminent member of National Knowledge Commission. Mr. Shyam Pitroda was the chairman. Dr. P.M. Bhargava was vice chairman. Dr. Ashok Ganguly, Dr. Jayati Ghosh, like other dignitaries were there in National Knowledge Commission. Terms of reference or scope of National Knowledge Commission is surrounded within contemporary knowledge challenges, first of all. Second thing is knowledge creation in science and laboratories. Then improvement of institutions of intellectual property rights. Next is knowledge application in agriculture and industry. And lastly, transparency, effectiveness, accountability of government by using knowledge application. Now the objectives of the National Knowledge Commission. The main objectives of the National Knowledge Commission was to give advice to the Prime Minister in terms of to reform education sector, to reform research laboratories, intellectual property legislation rule, to upgrade the government itself the use of latest technology to make its working transparent, to develop a vibrant knowledge-based society, equitable access to knowledge, to facilitate knowledge application in sectors of health, agriculture and industry. This is the organizational structure of National Knowledge Commission. National Knowledge Commission is formed with chairman, member and its supporting staffs. Planning Commission and State helps to enrich National Knowledge Commission, whereas National Knowledge Commission also provide them recommendations. Prime Minister of India took advice from National Knowledge Commission that how to transform India into knowledge society. Now the focus area of National Knowledge Commission. There was 5 main focus area of this commission. Access to knowledge concept, creation in terms of creation of knowledge, application, knowledge application and service, delivery of service. These 5 focus area of National Knowledge Commission is also known as Knowledge Pentagon. The first focus point of National Knowledge Commission was access to knowledge. Access to knowledge in the following 6 sectors was recommended by the National Knowledge Commission. Literacy. To promote literacy, re-evaluation of National Literacy Mission is needed. The recommendation was to increase the use of ICT. Initiatives should be taken to increase the literacy rate. Formal and informal education system should be treated as equal. In terms of language, the Commission recommended to overcome the challenges of English language. Translation. It should be developed as an industry. Promotion of printed and virtual publication is needed. There should have institute which will cater quality training for translation. Information storehouse for translation should be established. Libraries. Institutions should have well framework for libraries. Libraries should be modern and computerized. There should have uh, the maintenance of private and personal collections of libraries. Education, training, and research should be conducted for library science. Network. National Knowledge Commission undertook a network project to connect all universities, research and development institutions, science and technological institutions, health service, agriculture and research extension institutions, and libraries. Portal. National Knowledge Commission has given a recommendation to open portal or website to identify leading organization, all stakeholder, and to develop the content of a particular sector. The second focus area was knowledge concept. This includes the areas from where people can avail knowledge. These are school education, vocational education, medical education, engineering education, legal education, management education, open and distance education. Apart from access to knowledge and knowledge concept, creation of knowledge is another important focus area of National Knowledge Commission, which includes science and technology, intellectual property rights, innovation, and entrepreneurship. Science and technology. The recommendation of National Knowledge Commission towards science and technology was to identify the unsolved problem in this sector and have to solve the issues as early as possible. Next is to set up interdisciplinary areas in science and technology and to make available science and technology universally. Intellectual property rights. What is intellectual property? Intangible creation of human intellect is intellectual property. IPR or intellectual property right is a legal rights governing the use of creation of human mind. The recommendation was to develop IPR culture in the process of knowledge creation, application, and dissemination, means circulation. In terms of innovation, interdisciplinary studies should be undertaken in science and technology to encourage new approaches and methodologies. Through interdisciplinary subject, a student can explore and integrate multiple perspectives from different disciplines, subdisciplines, and areas of expertise. Entrepreneurship. It is just set up a business taking on financial risk in the hope of profit, which also have some input in national economy. National Knowledge Commission aims to explore the part which is played by entrepreneurship in India's economic growth. Now, the fourth focus area of National Knowledge Commission is knowledge application. National Knowledge Commission talked about the application of knowledge based on traditionally used knowledge. In terms of traditional knowledge, National Knowledge Commission aims to follow the various aspects of traditional knowledge in terms of medicine, agricultural practice, tourism, industry, water harvesting services. It means in these sectors, knowledge should be applied based on traditional knowledge. And another is agriculture. NKC recommend to promote the application of knowledge in agriculture, how to enhance the income from agriculture, how to increase the productivity of agriculture in sustainable manner throughout the nation. And now finally, the fifth focus area of National Knowledge Commission is services. In terms of services, it talk about e-governance. E-governance, what is it? It is the application of information technology for delivering government services, exchange information, communication transactions between government to citizen, government to government, government to business, government to employees, and within the entire government framework. Okay, so simply e-governance is the use of ICT or application of information technology in terms of government service. Okay. National Knowledge Commission aims to make government service simple, transparent, productive and efficient through the use of e-governance service. All new then national programs like Bharat Nirman, Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme, etc., should be implemented with well engineered e governance service and well interface. Be connected with my channel to get more information about each topic of UGC NET education syllabus. I am also taking online class based on education NET syllabus paper 2, solving previous year questions with explanation to understand the pattern and trend of UGC NET exam. Interested candidate comment me in the chat box. Thank you.